Hey friend, hey! Welcome back to LW Pharmacy Technician School channel. Thank you so much for being with me. My name is Lindsay, if you don't know me. Baby, is the camera glitching? Hopefully it didn't. But anyway, welcome back, friend. Today we are going to cover some cool content. I got some things I'm excited about. Make sure you get your paper, get your pen, get everything that you need so we can jump into the content, okay? Let's go. Look, before we go any further, the first thing I want to do right now is congratulate you because you have taken your board exam and you've passed it. And I know some of y'all are like, that may be their story, but that's not my story. Yes, friend, it's your story. Because what we know is success happens twice. I read this in a book today. I'm reading this book called Hero by Rhonda Byrne, I think. Byren, or it's either Byren or Bryne, something like that. Rhonda, she also wrote The Secret, so just Google it if you want to read the book. But she mentioned something that says that success happens twice in life. First in your mind where you visualize it, and then the second time in physical presence, like in front of you. So I want to go ahead and congratulate you because you've already passed your board exam. And this is going to be me, friend. When you tell me you passed it, that's what I'm going to be doing in the background. And that's going to be you at the computer like, oh my God, I can't believe I did it. You 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 did it. Okay. Drake got a song where he'd be like, I did it. I get it. I get it. No, you did it. You did it. Okay. I'm so proud of you, friend. I'm super duper proud of you. So let's hold on to that energy as we go through the content. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that I've been getting calls and messages about group messaging and group studying. And so what we're going to do is every Thursday, if we can get 5 or more students, we will have Zoom tutorial study sessions, okay? $30 an hour, 5 or more students, and we're gonna offer 2 sessions, 6 to 7 and 7 to 8. If you are interested in being a part of this study session, and if you have your friends who want to come, send us an email at the email down below, and we will get this together and we'll make sure that you're in the group. If you're interested and you don't have anybody, that's fine because people have already kind of RSVP'd. So if you want to RSVP for your spot, then go ahead and send an email to info@lwpschool.com. You can put RSVP in the subject, RSVP Zoom tutorials, and we will get you the link and you'll be good to go. Okay. It's going to be 1 hour full of just me. Yes, honey, just me and you. Okay. Me and you, and we'll have an opportunity to dive into some of your questions. We'll have an opportunity to see where you're really getting stuck. Some of you all are calling me and you don't know what you need help with. I had a call the other day and they were like, well, the basics. I'm like, okay, well, what is the basics? Remember when you go to the doctor and your head is hurting, you don't say, well, I don't feel good. You tell them your head is hurting because you want some help. So if you want the help, friend, we need to know what you need help with. And a lot of times you all don't know what you need help with. And that's what we're going to be discovering in these sessions as well. Where should you be putting your time? Because you may be focused on something that you're good at. Okay. So send me an email. I want to hear from you, friend. Today we are going to cover 4 things. 4, 4, 4, bam, 4, bam, bam, bam. How to validate a DEA number. What is a DEA Form 222? Who can use Form 222 and where to keep the form, okay? Because it's all kind of logistics when it comes to this DEA. When it comes to the DEA, there are all kinds of logistics, all kinds of things you need to know as a certified pharmacy technician because, baby, your life has just started. When I was working out, I used to work out with this organization. And at the end of the workout, this lady would say, happy birthday. And I never understood it at first. And then the more I came, the better I felt, the more I understood it's a happy birthday because this is a new day. So I'm going to say happy birthday to you. Shout out to Miss Deborah for giving me that. She gave that to me, and that has stayed with me. If you was with me in Longview in 2017, 2018, shout out to the OGs, because you've heard me say happy birthday before. Here we are in 2023, baby, and we still saying happy birthday. Okay, friend? Make sure you are ready. The very first thing that we want to talk about, let's talk about it for a second, okay, is validation. So when I think about validation, I think about something that makes it legit. Something that says, yes, this is it, right? Something that makes what's in front of you real. So when we're talking about the DEA number, you want to know how to validate that number. Now, granted, you are going to have computers, right? So people are like, I don't need to know how to do that because I got computers. Well, baby, some days computers do crash. And when they crash and you have that pharmacist who are like, I want to know how much you know, Lindsay. I want to know if you know how to get this done. You're going to know how to get it done, friend, because you would have paid attention to this video. Please make sure you write this down, because this is free game. Okay. Free game. The game is to be, they say it's sold and not told, but I love you, so I'm telling you, okay? DEA numbers are made up of 2 numbers and 7 letters, which equals 9 characters. The lady said, I'll give you a 9. So it is 9 characters, friend. Write that down. 9 characters, 2 numbers in the front, 7 letters behind, okay? And the very first letter must be an A, B, F, G, M, or X. So if somebody comes to us with a DEA number and the first letter is a T, baby, we know they lying. You lying, and the truth is not in you, okay? Remember, DEA numbers are found on what type of prescriptions? Controlled substance prescriptions. Write that down. If it's not a controlled substance drug, is it going to have a DEA number? Possibly, because there are some doctors who still use their regular scripts, or they may have added their DEA number to the script, and that's a universal prescription pad that they use, right? So whether they're using it for a controlled substance drug or a non-controlled drug, that DEA number may be on there, right? But we don't need a DEA number to fill Norvasc or to fill amoxicillin, right? Because we know that those are just non-controlled drugs. But when it comes to Xanax, Ambien, Percocets, Adderall, Ritalin, those type of drugs must have a DEA number on it. And if it does not have a DEA number on it, we know that that is not a valid prescription. Now, somebody said, what do we do if we run into this instance where we believe that this is something that is not legit? You don't do anything. You take the prescription to your pharmacist, right? So I used to work at Kroger Pharmacy, and I would travel from one pharmacy to the next to pick up hours. And the pharmacy, my home pharmacy for Kroger's, was in like a different area, right? It was like in the suburban areas. And then I would travel into the city to get more hours. Baby, because your girl had to eat. I had a baby too. I had to do what I had to do, right? So one day I'm at the pharmacy. I'm in an area where it's very urban. There's very much, just all kind of busy things going on. And I had someone bring me a script. The prescription that they brought me, by the way, was all wrinkled, like they had pulled it out their pocket. And I was looking at it and I read it, and I forget exactly what it said, but I remember it being something that was questionable. And all I did with my real good smart self was said, okay, give me 1 second. Let me see if we have this in stock. I need to run this by the pharmacist. Baby gave it right on to the pharmacist. The pharmacist looked at it, realized that it was not a legit prescription. They went over and spoke to the customer. Let me tell you something about you as a technician. You don't need to get into any type of confrontations, because sometimes people be taking their job real, real serious. Look, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you got a family to go home to, and you need to make sure you get there, okay? All you need to do with your real good smart self It say, thank you. Give me one moment. Let me run this by the pharmacist. I want to make sure we have this in stock. Now it done switch from you to the pharmacist. Let the pharmacist be the bad guy, or let them be the barrier of bad news, right? Let them be the ones that bring that structure, right? That reinforces the policies and the procedures of pharmacy, because that's what they get paid to do. Okay. So remember that if you ever run into that, okay, friend. Second place is going to be the first letter of the doctor's last name. The first letter of the doctor's last name. That is going to be the second letter in the DEA number. So my last name is Bradford. So that means that my DEA number should be AB, right? Let's see, it should be, what was the other ones? It was BB. So it probably would, it could be BB or it could be FB, right? Something like that. But it should not be CB, or excuse me, ZB, Z as in zebra, ZB. No, that wouldn't be right. Now, I'm gonna need you to follow me and put your good ears on and tune in, okay? The first thing that we're going to do, now that we know the first letter is A, B, F, G, M, or X, the second letter is the first letter of the doctor's last name. Now we need to work with these numbers. We've worked with the letters. Now we need to work with these numbers. This is where I want you to write this down, because this is where your real life gonna start kicking in. This is how you gonna know where you at with life, okay? The first step is to add the odd positions together. What's an odd number, friend? A number that can't be divided into two, right? That means, look, I know y'all know what an odd number is. 1, 3, and 5, right? 1, 3, and 5. Even positions, you're going to add those together. 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6. You're going to multiply the even positions by the number 2. Then you're going to add both of those sums together, and the last number that you got from the sum must match the last number of the DEA number. Baby, somebody said what? For the people in the back, the last number must match the last number of the DEA number, okay? We're about to do this, so friend, just hang in there. That's why Lizzo is at the bottom saying, if we support one another, we gonna rise together, because friend, it's me and you. It's me and you. This is all we got, okay? So write this down. I need you to make sure you write this down, though. Write these steps, pause this video, and write these steps down. Remember, I told you before, I said, if you would take the time to write this out, you're gonna remember this, okay? So let's walk it out. Let's walk it out. Step 1. First, we're going to look at the DEA number. BD 0865937. Write that down. Make a little line underneath the number 7, because this is going to be what the sum should be in. The sum of the numbers you're going to add together should end in the letter what? 7. Very good. Thank you for paying attention. Now, what I tried to do, baby, I thought it was lined up right, but I guess it wasn't. The 0 goes to the 1, the 8 goes to the 2, the 6 goes to the 3, so on and so forth, right? Because what we needed to do was give each number a position. I used to say something like this: know your part, play your part, okay? Know your part, play your part. So the number 8 is position 2. The number 5 is position 4, and the number 3 is position 6. What you gonna tell them? Baby, know your part, play your part. If everybody mind their business and play their part, we gonna get this right, okay? Step 1 is to add all the odd numbers together. What's the odd number, friend? It's gonna be positions 1, 3, and 5. So that's 0, 6, and 9. That's gonna give you number 15. Bam. Got that? Step 2. Step 2 gonna be a little something because remember we gotta add these sums together, multiply these sums. So step 2 is 8, 5, and 3. 8, 5, and 3 equals 16. And then we need to multiply step 2 by the number 2. That's going to give us the number 32. Pause the video, friend, if you need to pause it. It's okay. Step 3, 32 and 15 equals 47. Somebody said, where did you get 32 and 15 from? Right here. 15 was from step 1. 32 was from step 2. And now we got 47. So is this a valid DEA number? Yes, it is. Why is it valid? Because it ends in 7. This number has to match this number. If it does not match, it's not a valid number. Somebody said, why do I have to know this? Because if your computer crashes and you all have to do something by hand, which I know is so hard, especially for my friends who, was not born when I was born. I was born where we had to do a lot of writing, and when we had to use the internet, we had to unplug the phone line to plug in the phone cord, and we would have to connect to the internet, and it was a dial-up system, and it would be all these crazy weird noises. Not like where you just click an app and you on the internet, okay? And I'm not old, just so you know, okay? Technology has come a long way. But hopefully you've had enough time to write this down, okay? Now, did you get it? If you did not get it, then friend, pause the video and rewind it back, okay? If you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel, friend, because we love to see you. We love to know that we are helping you. It is so encouraging to me when I see that my friends are subscribing. Please give this video a thumbs up so it can get into the algorithm and so other people can find what we're doing at LW Pharmacy Technician School to support the community of pharmacy, okay, friend? One of the things that I want to share with you is as you are going through this step in your life and you are conquering this board exam, please remember to breathe and take it one day at a time, okay? This baby is walking and he's doing it and he didn't even really realize he was doing it. And you can see in his eyes, he like, oh my God, and he is wobbling. That's how we all were when we learned to walk. We all were like that when we learned to talk. We all were like that in some way, form, or fashion in whatever steps we took. This is the same way. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? One step at a time, one day at a time. Today, I want you to write this down. I want you to get a blank sheet of paper and write, I passed my exam on such and such date. So if that is October 31st, you are going to write, I passed my exam on October 31st, 2023. I passed my PTCB exam on October 31st, 2023. Write it down, friend. I passed my NHA or EXCPT exam on October 31st, 2023. Why am I writing that in past tense? Because success happens twice. It happens in your mind, and then it happens in the physical, in the present time, right? Call those things that be not as though they were. We can speak to whatever it is that we want. People are waiting to feel a certain way. Look, success, it feels just like how you feel right now. That's how success feels. You successful right now, you're on a computer, you have internet, you're a successful internet user, right? Does it feel like you are jumping off of a bridge and, landing into a big pile of money and it's like it just feels normal? This is your success, friend. And really what you just have to do is think about, am I going to lean into always feeling good, or am I going to feel worried and scared? No, we're going to lean into feeling good. We're going to fall forward, not backwards, right? And so with that being said, I congratulated you earlier And now I want you to congratulate yourself. I passed my board exam, my PTCB or EXCPT exam on October 31st, 2023. Look at that every day. Okay. I want to talk to you a little bit about DEA Form 222. DEA Form 2, DEA Form 222 is a form that is used to purchase Control 2 substance. Now you're going to see Control 1 at the bottom, but it's really for Control 2. We don't really use Control 1. There is no medicinal purpose here for Control 1. And so with that being said, we are using Form 222. We've spotted and picked out what you need to pay attention to. There are 10 lines on this form, right? You're going to see that the name and address of the pharmacy is down here. You're also going to see where it's going. You'll see all of the information, listed here. This is what an actual DEA Form 222 looks like. Sometimes, depending on the pharmacy you're in, you may encounter this. You may not encounter doing the ordering. I will be honest, I've never had to do any ordering, and I was okay with that. If I did have to do it, I would be okay with it too, because I'm one of those type of people that I get in where I fit in. I know how to just learn. You know what I mean? And you're like that too. That's why you're here. But this is what that form looks like. So if you ever see it in person, or if you've never seen it before, take a screenshot of this so you can be familiar with the form, okay? Now, when you are using Form 222, it is used to order Control 2 substances, right? It is assigned to one pharmacy, and it is valid for 60 days. 60 days, that's it. Now, the form must be retained for 2 years because there are 3 pieces to this form. And one of those pieces are going to be for the pharmacy. That form, that particular piece must be retained for 2 years. Remember, all records in the pharmacy are kept for 2 years. Put up 2 fingers in the air for me. Put your fingers in the air for me. Right? 2. Flip them, look at them, right? Okay. They need to be kept in a secure location. Why do they need to be kept in a secure location? Exactly, because these are the forms that are used to order Control 2 drugs. And friend, it got the pharmacy name on there. It got all the information for the pharmacy, because each pharmacy is assigned DEA forms. And so if someone else orders it, sends it in, and it goes to their pharmacy, now we got people out here, selling drugs on the streets, and we're not trying to have that. Let me tell you a story. I know someone who, first of all, they were not a technician. They was a pharmacist. So let's get that right, because technicians, we don't do this type of stuff. Disclaimer. They had a pharmacy. They worked at a pharmacy. I really don't even know if I should be telling y'all this, but it's been such a long time ago. But they worked at a pharmacy for a hospital, and they had an independent pharmacy that they owned on the side. And basically, they were stocking their pharmacy with the drugs that was coming through the hospital. I ain't lying. I swear. This true story. This really happened in real life. I'm not making this up. They were able to keep doing it, and they kept doing it, and they kept doing it, and then they got caught. And they went to jail. And they did Fed time. And remember, I told you Fed time is what? Day for day. And they lost their license. and they can never practice as a pharmacist. I mean, they're constantly trying to appeal it, but it's what Beyonce say. Nope. Friend, guard yourself. What that man said, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your baby, hide your guard your license when you get it, and don't play these little games. Don't play these little games. This form is kept in a secure location and it must be signed by the pharmacist before the order is sent off. It can be sent electronically, but it still needs to be signed by the pharmacist. Let's say you got a friend that work at a chain pharmacy, y'all work at Kroger's or Walgreens. Shout out to all my friends who are at Walgreens and CVS who are working in these conditions that are hard. That's for lack of better words. LW stands with you. We love you. We're here to support you. And y'all keep doing y'all very best. Things are going to get better. So I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that we loving on y'all. But let's say you got a friend that work at Walgreens. Y'all both, work at this chain pharmacy, and they run out of 222s. They want to know if they can borrow your 222, your form 222. No. Baby, you can smile like Beyonce and turn your head. No. Can't. And won't. Okay. The answer is no. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, friend. Look in the mirror. Just stop and look in the mirror. And find one thing that you're grateful for. Just one. Just one. Just one. Just look in the mirror. I know you like, what? Find one thing that you are grateful for when you look in that mirror. Just one. Love on it. Continue every day. Love on that part of you, because when you begin to love on you and you spread that love to yourself, that love starts pushing out and it starts radiating. And then what it starts doing is it starts attracting other things that you love and other things that love you and other people that love you. And before you know it, you feel in love, you're surrounded by love, and love is just happening, and love is in the air. I want you to know that the only thing that's standing between you and your success is you. Every day, find something that you love, no matter if it's an eyelash, baby. It could be it could be the way your nose shape, okay? It could be one little part of your tooth. You love it. If you love it, I love it. Okay, friend, love on that. Okay, because as you push that out, there's no choice. The universe has no choice but to give that back to you, because you are reflecting a mirror. And so if you give love, you're going to receive love. And love is the root of all things. It is the root of success. It is the root of happiness. It is the root of joy, the root of patience, the root of kindness, the root of gentleness is love. Look in the mirror and find one thing that you are grateful for and love on it. Tell me in the comments. Just tell me in the comments. If you're watching this right now, tell me in the comments one thing that you love. One thing. Maybe it's not something that's the physical eye can see. Maybe it's your heart that you love. You say, I got a big heart. I'm always helping people. If that's what it is, friend, that's your business. Drop it in the comments, because I want to know. I'm going to tell you what I love. I love the way that I love you, because even on my days when I'm like, Lord, how can I get all of this done? I still make time for you. And I love the way that I love you. That's what I love. Okay, friend? Now, it's your turn. Baby, it's your turn. Baby, it is your turn. Okay. And it says, which of the following is the correct DEA? DEA. When y'all see that on y'all test, Stop and say DEA. Okay, and then you're gonna channel me, and that's gonna really help you. Okay. Which of the following is a correct DEA number for a Dr. Andrea, who was Dr. Andrea Castillo, when she requested her DEA number before she married her partner? Now, I see, because somebody already start pulling out that pen and that paper with that calculator trying to get them numbers together. And guess what, friend? If you need to practice on how to validate it, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. But if you pay attention, you will see that all the numbers are all the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. They're all the same. So now that lets me know it's not the numbers I need to focus on, but what? But what I need to focus on? The letters. Come on, friend. I know it. I know it. Baby, need to focus on the letters. With that being said, what do you think the answer is? If you pick letter A, please stand up. Please stand up, because you are right. You are right. Very good. Because when she requested her DEA number, her last name was Castillo. Somebody said Shedlock. I'm glad you're true to that marriage, but that wasn't the name she applied for her license under. So that's not going to be the name that her DEA number is under, okay? Now, here we are for the grand finale, okay? What you gonna do? They had this show when I was coming up called Cops, and it was bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Y'all remember that? I think in that movie Bad Boys, I think that was Martin and Will Smith singing that, yeah, what you gonna do? Baby, what you gonna do? Because it's your turn. It's your turn. It's your time. You up, friend. It's on you. Now, let's look at this. It says you are working for a chain pharmacy, and another member of the chain has run out of DEA Form 222. They asked to borrow one of your DEA Forms 222. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Now, what I want you to be doing first is highlighting those keywords, because those keywords is going to help you get to the answer you should be getting to. You always want to highlight the keywords, because the keywords are going to help you get to the answers, okay? Says what you gonna do when they come for you, because people be trying to plot and scheme. No, I'm playing, friend. Everybody don't be trying to plot and scheme. They could genuinely have somebody who don't know. Okay, so let's just read this. Because you are a member of the same pharmacy chain, you allow it. You give them one of your DEA 222s with the agreement that they're going to replace it. The DEA Form 222 are for a specific pharmacy and can only be used by the pharmacy they were issued. Or you tell them to place an emergency order with the wholesaler, and that you will provide them with a properly completed DEA Form 222 in 72 hours. I couldn't read that because it's something in the way. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, friend? C. Very good. If you pick C, very good. C is the correct answer. Now, I'm going to leave y'all with something, because I've had so many people reach out to me asking me about these scholarships. Let me tell you about this scholarship that we're offering. We have scholarship funding. If you are interested in becoming a pharmacy technician, you've never taken a 15-week class before, you've never taken a pharmacy technician course before, there could possibly be funding for you that will cover your books, cover your testing fees, cover your license, cover your fingerprinting, cover the course, cover everything that is required, friend. They may even help you get a computer. They will even help you with eyeglasses. Whatever you need to complete this course to be successful, they will help you do it, okay? This is what you need to do in order to get information on this particular scholarship. Email us at info@lwpschool.com. The email address is in the description of this video below, and say, I need scholarship information, and we will get the information to you. There are so many ways that you can invest in yourself, and sometimes it doesn't have to be that it comes directly from you. There are other people who want to invest in your future and see you win, okay? I'm one of them, okay? So one of the scholarships we have is for 16 to 24, and then we have one that is for 18 plus. So you may say, well, I'm older than 24, and how do I qualify for this? We also have one that is for 18 years plus, okay? So make sure you reach out to us today. Don't sit there and be in pain and need help and not reaching out. It doesn't feel good to be alone. Being alone is something that makes you remember all of the pain, and it keeps you fearful, and it keeps you isolated, friend. Come out of that space. Come into the light, Caroline, and come into the light, okay, friend? I am so glad that you were here with me today. I have enjoyed you. I hope you enjoyed the content. Give it a thumbs up, like and share and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications, because we are bringing new content to you every week, okay, friend? Make sure you love on yourself. Find one thing that you like about yourself and love on it. Until next time, I hope that you have a great week and that you continue to prosper. See you later. Bye.